an old Muse from a new view. When the video on part 1 of the baptistry at Pisa was seen by a friend, they pointed out that a triangle could be folded to make a pentagram. Once it was seen that the cut triangle was 2.5 units, and with the video on Pisa showing how 1.5 units could make a pentagram, an old question that I had mused over for many years came to mind. Question: how many beans make 5? Answer: 1.5, 2.5, and a whole one. Muse: what does it mean? This has now led me to look at the field of miracles at Pisa from the idea of 1.5, 2.5, and a whole one. After some time, a way in was shown by focusing on the transitions from triangle to pentagram. Starting from a 2-1-2 isosceles triangle, it turns into a pentagon, then half hexagon or flower pot. Then from Twin Peaks to an ancient spirit level before its final metamorphosis into a pentagram. Dividing the triangle in two gives 2.5. All pentagons have pentagrams. Extend the pentagram like so. This then highlights the maximum pentagram and the mother pentagon. Turn the half hexagon into a full hexagon. Then into a dodecadon, 12 sides. First of a possible endless series of pentagrams that never go past the maxima pentagram. Note: the maximum pentagram does not yet exist. It's a limit. Trace rectangle and realign to create second dodecadon. Shrink this figure from 2 units to half unit, or 2.5. So far, all of this has used 2.5. An overlay of 1.5 is added by the positioning of the aisle. Add line to give new 2.5. Copy and rotate for new isosceles. From triangle, we get the mother pentagon and the daughter pentagram. Use the 1.5 triangle to create the maximum pentagram. In the appendix to this video, the triangular form of 1.5, 2.5, and a whole one will be shown to be the Egyptian version, whilst this video is following the Babylonian version. 5 sticks of equal length can be laid out like so. From it, we can get 1.5, 2.5, and by taking one away, a whole one. So, 1.5, 2.5, and a whole one. Hence, the Babylonian version 2 by 1. The 2.5 gives way to the isosceles triangle, then into the pentagon and its twin pentagram. Within the 1.5, using blue equals a half, green equals 1, and yellow equals hypotenuse, another set of 1.5, 2.5, and a whole one can be found. This turns out to be the first 3 of a sequence of twinned pentagrams and pentagons, where the 1.5 drives the expansion and the 2.5 drives the shrinkage. Naturally, nothing expands forever upwards, and nothing shrinks forever downwards. But continuous oscillation or vibration is possible. Once the wholeness has been reached, is it caused to oscillate by the alternating influence of 1.5 and then 2.5? The alignment of the overall design can be done with 3 lengths of wood, each 5 units long, by using the fact that the golden triangle 5, 4, 3 will have a 90-degree angle at the junction of 3 and 4. Lay the first stick in the major alignment, in this case east-west. Then lay the other 3 units from the end and 4 units long. Then the third can be fixed at both ends to form a 3 by 4 by 5 right-handed triangle, from which the major grid lines of a site can be laid down, added to which gives 1 and 2, thus giving the awesome 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and once again the reappearance of the rectangle 2 by 1. Looking at the 2 by 1 against the background of the Field of Miracles, it shows a very easy way to draw the hexagon and dodecadon from a 2 by 1 rectangle. Swing the 2 units across so they touch the other side of the rectangle. Then move the 2 1 units to the intersections. Trace out the hexagon and the dodecadon. This in itself suggests a dance of breathing in and breathing out, the caterpillar, chrysalis and butterfly, and other series of stage developments, where the process of 1.5, 2.5 and a whole one work in the rectangular formations, whilst the ingredients or influences or properties are added or mixed to and from the universal realms, wherein life and evolution become a two-way affair between the cosmic and the engaged.